I want to kind of represent the opposition. It's the opposition.
Why is it likely then that those white people people and white politicians would ask themselves, I wonder why they're burning down our CVS and what we can do to stop it. They don't care why they are burning down the CVS. They just know they are burning down the CVS. And so now we have these black people that are burning down our CVS. Black people burn down CVS, guys. Big news. They don't care about why they are burning down the CVS. Which brings me to my next point, that peaceful protests are much more effective because they don't give the media the opportunity to share ridiculous videos that are going to go viral over things that will cause fear. Peaceful protests will allow, are the only way that you won't actually cause more racism, which is the very thing that I guess we can all agree on both sides of the house, are trying to prevent. We don't want people to have reason to justify their belief that people are that black people are violent. We think that it's incredibly dangerous when black people use violence in this way because it delegitimizes their message. People, as in the POI, that people don't necessarily care about why things happen. They just care about what happens and how it affects them. In the how does this affect me scenario, we have people who are going, their small business is destroyed or whatever, their community is gone, and they don't, they only have these groups to blame. We think this is incredibly dangerous because these groups, what they want to do, what we ought to do as groups to prevent racial tension would be actually to prevent racial tension. We think that this actually has the opposite effect with militant organizations that give people more reason, other than the reasons that they may already have, for whatever reason, to be racist. We think that that's incredibly dangerous because